It's going to be third down, third and long. Third and 5, maybe. Nice little gap opened up there with a fake handoff, running on the sweep. So Sean Cook, excuse me, in the shotgun. Trying to get his team to keep the tempo up here. Handed off once again to the running back. Finds a little gap. Not sure that's enough for a first down, though. I think that's going to be short.
It's a 1-yard gain.
We'll see where the referee decides to spot this ball. Yep, that will be short.
Just short.
4th down now.
Wonder what Bristol will do. Nice tackle by number 54, Jonathan Cobham, one of the Olympians' premier linebackers.
And the Aztecs go for it on 4th down.
Oh, it's just stuffed up the middle.
Completely stuffed there by the defensive line. It's an amazing play from that great big defensive tackle there.
I think that's the maker, number 64, number 50. I think that's Simon David. And Jonathan Cobham in on the play too.
It's going to be 1st and 10 there, looks like. To the London Olympians coming out there.
I think that's a good result for the Olympians on the first drive of the game, letting them no points. Pretty sure to see what the Olympians will do now. Pretty sure they'll be eager to get points on the board and prove that they're a different outfit.
Great start from the defense, 4 and out, exactly what we wanted to see. And now we've got Arthur Flahoe stepping in, quarterback, to start off for the Olympians today. He's going to keep it. He's rolling out, but he's been chased down intently by the Bristol defense, throws it away.
Good pressure by
and
the defense,
it's picked up by the receiver, manages to make a completion there. Play out of nothing, Angel Marin on the catch. Impressive to get something out of that one, right?
Yeah, sure is. Making something out of nothing.
Looked like a massive negative play to start with.
For a second, it sure did.
You got the Bristol outside linebackers managing to get through with
good pressure from those two players.
Ball's up in the air and really could have gone to anyone, but thankfully the Olympians receiver was there first. Manages to make a play on the ball. We've got 2nd and 4 now. Again, the outside linebacker's putting pressure on the quarterback, but he manages to find some space, run it himself for the first down and out of bounds. Terrific mobility by Arthur Flahoe.
Yeah, Art's proven himself time and time again to make something out of nothing or extend those plays, which I think against a team like this will be very, very valuable.
Watch this again here. So he takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Dan Asari, the running back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Stiff arm the outside linebacker and then just take it
himself. A lot
himself.
of QBs would have folded in that position right there.
That ability to extend the play is really, really useful, isn't it?
Very, very vital.
So it's a good start from the Olympians offense. Let's see if they can continue moving it down the field and take advantage of this great field position that they were handed by their defense. Flahoe drops the snap.
Dropped the ball.
This time it looks like he might be brought. He's still managing to get away from a couple of tackles, but he is eventually brought down for a sack there, and that's going to make it 4th down, I believe. I think that might be wrong. I think it's 3rd down.
It's a bad snap. I think we've got 3rd down now.
The line judge does have it at 4th down, so yeah, and it looks like we're coming on to punt here, or maybe going for a field goal attempt. I'm not sure exactly what they're lining up for here. Jamie Gallagher in to do the long snap. We've got number 87 back to kick the ball, and that's Coach Al Tate. We're going to be taken back 5 yards, though, as a result of a delay of game penalty against the Olympians. So they took a bit too long getting that play together there.
Coach Al Tate.
To move back.
Coach Al Tate is actually a coach was a coach on the team, right?
Still is a coach. He's a receivers and kicking coach, and he's roped into kicking this year since I got injured.
Interesting.
Great punt into the corner, and it looks like it's downed in the corner. Maybe, oh, it looks like it might have just gone out into the end zone. Unfortunate there on special teams. Jamie Gallagher, the long snapper, charges down the field after the ball. Couldn't quite stop that from... Oh, so close now, and just rolls into the end zone. You can see he's frustrated with himself there, not managing to grab hold of that. So that's going to give the Aztecs the ball.
Sure, Bristol will want to move the ball a bit more on this drive.
Yeah, they definitely want to try and do better than the 4 and out that they just had then.
Yep.
But we'll see if the Olympians defense can do another stop like they had before. It's a great start for them and not a good start for Bristol, but we'll see what we can do now. So, they're lining up again. Bristol.
Nice catch.
Good reception there.
By number 14
is Otis Newbury for the Bristol Aztecs. Very good catch under decent coverage as well, but he manages to reel that one in. Second down now. Not sure exactly what the hold-up is. Looks like the refs have stopped it for some reason. I'm not sure what. Having a little discussion here, and we'll see what they come back to us with. So, snap back. Quarterback out wide. And as you see here, great catch as he's going to the ground.
Good ball security too.
Yeah, definitely. Good ball security. Manages to keep a hold of that one. Still a slight hold up here. I'm not sure exactly what we're waiting for, but I'm sure we'll be back in action shortly. Looks like they're having some issue with the chains on the far side, actually. I think they might have got a little bit tangled, and we'll be back momentarily, I'm sure.
It's another day in Britball.
So far, you've seen the Bristol struggling to get the ball up. Do you think some of these running plays up the middle weren't really working for them? Do you think maybe the passing plays like we've just seen there might be more effective for Bristol
Well,
today?
they might try to use their passing plays to open up stuff, because initially I know it's just early in the game, but they're making their gains with the run, so that pass definitely might be the key to opening up the game for them.
Got Coach Neil Edwards there in your picture. And that's head referee Victor Yanvari.
Did the team take a timeout at all? Or?
What it looks like's happened is part of the chains on the far side that are used to measure between the distance necessary for a first down. It looks like the part of that chain is broken. You see the roll of duct tape there in the referee's hands, and I think they're trying to get that fixed as soon as possible so we can continue with the game. Hopefully it won't be too long here.
Bristol will have to be wary trying to use the pass to open up the game. As I'm aware, there's a lot of very good DBs on the Olympians team.
A lot of talent in the defensive backfield.
He'll be looking to snag that ball out of the air if the chance comes. So
we had a match here a couple of weeks ago against the Kent Exiles, and one of our defensive backs, George Shields, managed to get 3 picks in one game.
Yep.
And I'm sure he'll be looking to add to that tally today.
Indeed.
For his highlight reel. So I just wanted to say thank you again to Askin Rugby Club for their help and support here today. The club play here at Blackheath Rugby Club, and they've managed to supply the chain crew, who are currently struggling with their equipment. But thank you very much for coming down and helping us out. Massively appreciate that. Hello again to all of our friends joining in at AmericanFootballInternational.com. If you're tuning in there, it's nice to hear from you. If you want to get involved, hashtag BAFA, BAFA, which is British American Football Association. Hashtag BAFA on Twitter. Come and have a chat and tell us what you think of the British game so far. As General Manager Gary Woodfield and Head Coach Neil Edwards helping sort out the situation here with the head referee, Victor Yanvari.
Coach Neil Edwards got a pretty extensive CV, hasn't he? It's been
all over the place, yeah.
Yeah, played in Europe professionally, coached as well. It's just great to see coaches like that sharing their knowledge with the younger generations of the game.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the things with American football is there are so many different coaches on the team. We've got coaches for all positions, and every single one of them has a wealth of knowledge from having played the game themselves for a number of years. And it's great to come down and play and learn the game at a club like the London Olympians, where you've got such a wealth of talent and knowledge amongst the coaching staff as well as the players. Experienced players who've been playing the game for 20 years who can teach you things as well.
Oh, exactly.
When did you first get involved, Remy, in the British American football scene?
Must have been when I was first started at university. Used to play a bit of rugby, but just remember picking it up at my student union, and pretty much never looked back since then. Was playing for my uni team. Decided to play for the Ken Exiles, well-known rival. Then moved on to play for the London Olympians in the Prem.
Yeah. And now you're over at the Dusseldorf Panthers then, yeah?
Yep, out in Germany at this moment in time.
You're loving that so far?
Yeah, it's a great experience. Football being played on a high level over there. The league's got a mix of athletes, people who've played ex-CFL ball, NFL athletes.
And you've got a couple of ex-Olympians. I remember you went out there with Montel Patterson.
Indeed. I'm out there with Montel Patterson.
He's a wide receiver for the London Olympians for the last couple of seasons.
Yep, and he's definitely making a name for himself out there too. So.
Making waves in the German Football League now.
Indeed.
Well, congratulations to the two of you, and thank you very much for coming down and joining us here today.
Not a problem.
Hopefully you enjoy the match, watching your team. Maybe we can get a victory here today.
Well, hopefully they get the dub. They get the W.
That's what we want. Apologies if you're any Bristol fans tuning in, but that's what we want. So it looks like we're almost ready to get going here again. They are just fixing this chain equipment at the far side. Bit of duct tape solves all the problems. We should be good to go shortly. Very warm day out here in Eltham. I'm sure everyone wants to just get on and continue with the game rather than cooking in the sun, but we will soon be back on track, I'm sure.
Looks like we're just about ready to go again.
Teams are taken to the field now. Looks like, the referees are just about ready to get things started. We've just had a tweet in from Aaron Griffiths, who was my co-commentator in the last stream here. It says, great to hear Remy here today. He's watching from Rwanda today, where he lives. Former Olympians quarterback himself. And as I say, commentator on the last stream. It's good to hear from you, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. I hope you're good.
So
and another pass by number 12.
Sean Cook on the reception.
Am I mistaken to say, did Sean Cook play a bit of QB at all at any point in the season? Or am I getting him mixed up with someone else?
You might be.
Oh, got you.
I actually don't know. I've got Sean Cook down here, number 12. That might not be correct, but that's what I've got written down.
And seeing, like you said, Bristol getting more success with them passes. It's the second completed pass they've made so far. Fresh, good for first set of downs, 1st and 10. Hand
off this time, but again, that run up the middle. Oh, no, he's managed to break away.
He's escaped.
It looked like he was getting stuffed there by the defensive tackle, Emeka Anyegbu, but managed to get himself away around another player and sneak through the middle.
Yeah, number 92 was in on that play too. Really should have collapsed down on that play if we get the replay again.
One missed tackle.
I think that's Ivo de Grief, number 56.
So that's good work there from the Bristol running back, managing to make some space for himself and get a decent play, some decent yardage. So Bristol on the midway line, handed off again. Bounces off another couple of tackles before he's eventually piled upon by the Olympians' defense.
Only good for a couple of yards.
But it's going to bring up 3rd and short here. A good chance to get through into the first down territory, into the Olympians' half now.
Olympians' defense going to have to work hard to stop this play right here, because this is what kills teams. He gets a 3rd down, they get another 1st down, fresh set of downs, defense on the field. Can become a long day.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we want, isn't it? The Olympians should try and get off the field as quick as possible, conserve their energy if possible, and get the offense on, chance to score some points. So if we watch this here again, snap, handed off right up the middle. And that run up the middle that was paying no dividends in the first drive, they're suddenly making gains on it.
Yep.
Can't quite catch the number of the running back there. I'm not sure who he is for Bristol.
Those defensive tackles really want to establish a new line of scrimmage, getting that initial push off the line, so plays like that get nullified.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to go with that run again up the middle.
Fake.
Oh, yeah. Fooled me.
It's gone back. Intercept.
And it looks like the Olympians might have recovered a fumble there. That's what they're claiming.
See what the referees have to say about that.
They're going to have a little discussion and see what's what.
It's Olympians' ball, looks like.
It's going to be 1st down to the London Olympians.
So it would look like after the Bristol Aztecs were making some sort of gains, they've fumbled the ball, and now the Olympians are in good position. Let's see if they can capitalize on that.
And that's the whole thing with ball security. After the reception, you've got to make sure you hold on to that ball.
Yep.
He's made the catch, but it's been knocked out of his hands by the defensive back. And as a result, the Olympians have recovered the ball, and they're going to take the ball here 1st down. So, a little bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card there. We watch that play again. Fakes the handoff. Fooled the cameraman, fooled me. He's gone out to number 12, who is smashed by a couple of Olympians. Ball pops loose, and it's just pounced upon.
But who actually popped the ball out?
There was a joint tackle there from Jonathan Cobham, and I'm not sure who the other defensive back was. So first and 10, the ball's passed incomplete. So another tweet here. Says #Baffa, great hearing the number 1 defensive lineman in the country, Remy Daniels, commentating on this Bristol Olympians match. That's from C. Diddy.
I wonder who that is. Interesting analogy. I wouldn't say I'm the best defensive lineman, but thanks for the props.
And it's not in this country anymore either, so. Okay, 2nd and 10 then. Arthur Flaho in the shotgun. Drops back. Again, pressure from the outside.
Oh!
He's pounced. It's going to be...
Oh, no, it's been recovered.
And it looks like Bristol could take this all the way. He's brought down. Sack for a fumble, recovered by Bristol. And Bristol are going to have the ball in a terrific field position now.
Damn.
Try and get the first points on the board here in the first quarter. Not what the Olympians wanted to see there.
So after forcing the fumble, the Olympians have managed to fumble the ball themselves.
And this pressure from the Bristol defense, they've managed to get to the quarterback very quickly, as they have done throughout this game so far.
So that nose has pretty much gone unblocked. Who's number 61?
Manages to knock the ball out there. Terrific play.
So number 91.
91. It's Tyrese Owusu.
That's all Tyrese. That was all Tyrese.
So Bristol. Ball out wide. Going to be incomplete. Going for the end zone there on the first play of this drive. Second and 10 now it will be. What do the Olympians need to do to try and stop Bristol here?
You've got to play some fast and hard defense, fight fire with fire. That Bristol O-line's coming out right now. Probably going to try and make some lanes, and the Olympians' defensive line's got to respond.
Aztecs QB Nathan Webb, number 10 there, in the shotgun. Hands it off to the running back.
No
it's
real
brought
gain.
Down, no gain. It's going to bring up third down here. We'll see if the Olympians can hold out, or if Bristol are going to be the ones to draw first blood in this encounter.
It's third and 10. The O's need a very big stop here. We've got number 65 just gone in. I think that's Josh Bishop.
Josh Hawkins.
Please hurry up, gents. Please
Josh Hawkins,
hurry up.
you're right. Got two very big DTs in that middle.
So the QB is going to keep it himself. Nathan Webb running it out wide. He's going to be snagged by the defender and brought down. I think it's Joel Shiunza on the stop. Manages to make the tackle, an important tackle, and it's going to bring up fourth down, but well within field goal range. We'll see what the Aztecs choose to do here. Grabs hold of his jersey and just drags him back down there. The other defensive back coming in for the tackle there. It's Tendai Dabengwa.
Yes.
So it's fourth down, but the Bristol offense is staying on the field.
Looks like they'll be going for it.
Ball's passed into the end zone right over the heads of all of the players.
Good coverage.
And that's going to be London Olympians' ball. Looks like we're going to pause for a second. We've got an injured player down on the field.
See if we can get a replay to see what exactly happened. Number 64, a maker of the X's and O's team. We've actually got a couple of X's and O's team members playing on this team today.
X's and O's podcast, of course, to be found on Facebook, Spotify and iTunes, made up of players of the London Exiles and the London Olympians, talking all things Britball.
Actually, I don't think it's actually just... I don't think it's just players from the Exiles and Olympians, actually.
Oh, is there more
Yeah,
been joined?
Yeah.
Got another tweet in from Teddy Hope. Otis Newbury, number 14, representing his own club and the Baffa under-19s team. That's the number 14 for the Bristol Aztecs.
So we got, looks like number 76. I think he's an offensive lineman for the Bristol Aztecs. Being helped up to his feet. Hopefully he's all good. He's okay.
Superhan says, man like Rems when you're back at O's.
We'll see. Maybe next season. We'll see how things play out.
And David Butler says, another great stream, this time from Cheers Mate Pro. Great job, guys. All about growing our game. Yeah, Cheers Mate Productions, the ones here running the stream here today. Thank you very much, guys, for supplying everything for us to be able to put this stream on today.
Honestly, I think it is a great thing. Like, you guys have no idea, but this is the exact sort of setup and things we need to build a game in this country.
The exposure to be able to get it to a new audience and a wider audience who might be able to watch, tune in, and see what's what.
You know, so it's good to see, you know, there's companies like Cheers. Was it Cheers Mate Productions?
Cheers Mate Productions.
Yeah, taking a step and, you know, making this available for everyone else to see.
free, of course, on YouTube, so anyone can join in anytime. Come and have a little look.
I think we're also being picked up by American Football International.
Yeah, AmericanFootballInternational.com and BASN Radio, British American Sports Network, as well as being streamed via gridironhub.co.uk, which is a website and news channel for all sorts of things Britball. So, here we are again, London Olympians on the drive. Running backs up the middle, but with no real yardage gained. We've got Dami Agbabiaka now in at quarterback for the Olympians, number 16.
So we've got a change under centre.
Dan Asari taking the ball up the middle, but no real space. Runs into a bit of an orange wall there, doesn't he?
Met by number 3 of the Bristol Aztecs.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11. Looks like didn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage there. Of course, Dami Agbabiaka himself is a great runner of the ball, and he might very well look to use his mobility to try and get out on his own here. But this time, Danasari again manages to make a couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Danasari managed to get a couple of yards on that play, but it's 3rd down. They're going to have to make something happen here.
Yeah, a little bit of a hole opened up for him there, and he's managed to take as many yards as he could get. Did a good job just to get those couple, really. Really needs the O-line to open up some more of a lane for him to be able to get through there.
Like anyone who's played this game for a good amount of time will tell you, it all starts with the O-line. There's big guys up front. If they make the lanes, it can be a whole field day for those running backs or the guys in the backfield.
Dami Agbabiaka passes this time, but it looks like it's gone incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down for the London Olympians. And it's going to be a punt.
That offense is going to have to do a bit more to keep their defense off the field. We've seen it too many times. Defenses get gassed real quickly when there's 3 and outs on the other side of the ball.
Good quick pass out to the left from Dami, but good coverage there by the Bristol defence. So, back to punt. Coach Al Tate. Low snap. Gets it away anyway. And the ball's down the field past the midway line. And it's going to be downed by the London Olympians, Danasari. Running back and a great asset on special teams as well. Downs the ball and gives the Bristol Aztecs their field position just inside their own half here. As we continue in the first quarter of this BAFA Premiership South match between the London Olympians and the Bristol Aztecs. As we were talking about how the offensive line is the beginning of every offense's game, it's interesting to note we actually only have 5 London Olympians offensive linemen here today. Obviously, there needs to be 5 on the field at a time, so they're going to tire very quickly today, and we need to hope that they've got enough strength and depth to be able to make some plays today.
Yeah, hopefully they've conditioned enough or they've got enough juice to deal with the low numbers at O-line, because it all really starts with that unit right there. If those guys don't make the blocks, everything around them pretty much disintegrates, and QB has no time to throw, running backs have no lanes to run through.
And it has looked a little bit like that might be some of the issues that we're facing so far. The Bristol defence has been able to get to the quarterback pretty quickly.
Indeed they have.
Not really giving them time to find the receivers, let the receivers get to the end of their routes.
Yep, and in all honesty, it won't matter if Bristol decide to attack through the air. They wouldn't even have to, because if that O-line doesn't go to work, they can just run that ball all day.
Abby says, hashtag BAFA, watching the game, go Bristol Aztecs. Okay. I feel very strange saying that.
Dare I say, it's still very early in the game. It could be a thing where both sides have just not really warmed up yet. Guys might still be half asleep, so...
Well, you'd hope not. We'd hope that everyone's prepared very well for the game here today. Premiership football, don't you know?
Indeed.
So, we are here again with the Bristol Aztecs, 1st and 10. He's going to try and run around the outside, but he's going to be tackled for a loss there.
By Mr. Number 40.
That's going to be Michael Omaru, big number 40 there on the tackle.
Yeah,
Good work by him.
He's been on smoke past couple of games. I think he got like 3 sacks last game against the Exiles. He's definitely one to watch.
Finds a space through, tracks that running back, doesn't give him any chance.
Makes the play.
Good tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. Looks like they give him back to the line of scrimmage there. Nathan Webb in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Keeps it himself. Passes over the middle, and it's broken up. Dangerous pass there. Could have been picked.
Who's that by Liam?
Yep, looks like that is
one of the DBs
Liam
in the
Brown.
Olympians team to watch. Alongside with number 7. I think that's T.
Tendai Debengwa there. 2 of them. Massive part of this London Olympians defensive backfield.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Tipped that pass, actually, and then batted out of the hands by Liam Brown. Good work. Brings up 3rd and 10, that incomplete pass. Bristol looking to try and get another drive together like they had the last one and try and get some points on the board. Still 0-0 here in the first quarter as it's drawing to a close.
Delay of game on the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Victor Yanvari there announcing that it's delay of game against the Bristol Aztecs. Taking too long to get this 3rd down play together is going to make it a 3rd and 15, make it even more difficult for themselves.
The Olympians need to make a stop on this drive.
Looks like there's still some confusion amongst the Bristol players as to exactly what's going on. They're going to need to get this play away again, or they might even incur another penalty. Okay. And that's picked off and taken.
And who's that by?
By London Olympians number 25. That's Dotun Ademiju.
I think he might be a new player that has joined.
Looks like he might have hurt himself in the process, unfortunately.
That's what you call taking one for the team. Quite
Being carried off the field. I'm not sure if that's injury or if that's like in celebration. I'm hoping that it's... It looks like he might have hurt himself there, but...
So he might have hurt himself on the play.
Managed to get the pick for the team.
QB slings that out there, straight into the DB's
you can see
hands.
he just pops down on his ankle funny as he lands there with the ball, but he manages to keep hold of the ball still and affects a turnover for the London Olympians, giving them a great field position now as the offense is back on the field. With Arthur Flahoen again at quarterback. Out wide to Luke Hegney with his first reception of the game. A couple of yards after the catch. That's going to be a gain of a few there for the Olympians on 1st down. I believe that might be their first complete catch of the match. Oh, no, Angel Marin did have one earlier.
But that's what we mean when we say defense wins games. Good play by the DB, intercepts the ball, and now it's looks like a completely different game.
Suddenly the Olympians are in with a shout of getting the first points on the board in this match.
Yep.
So again, Arthur Flaho takes a snap, looks out to his left, and that's caught. Again, by the receiver, that's going to be enough for a 1st down.
It looks like the Olympians are getting some rhythm into their play. Back-to-back receptions.
Number 80's Mark. Catches the ball here on a little hitch route on the far side. Brought down by the defender there at the end. Doesn't manage to get away from him, but it's enough for a 1st down. That's all we need. Oh, and the snap's over the head of the quarterback.
Oh, no.
And recovered by Bristol.
And it looks like, again, good work of someone else has been nullified. And the ball goes back to Bristol. And that's what I mean. When these two come to play, it's always a very up and down game. You never really know.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff seeing the ball go end to end like this. We've got picks on one side, fumbles on the other side, and we've got all sorts of stuff going on. Still waiting for the first points of the match. And as you say, the defense is managing to do a great job on both sides to really try and fight for that ball and make some plays, not let any of the offenses get any kind of rhythm together at the moment.
Exactly.
So Bristol again are going to take the ball deep in their own half.
Be interesting to see what they do with it this time. Snap, handoff.
Running back who manages to find a bit of space this time. Gets a good gain of about 6 yards. Still can't quite catch the number on this running back.
The backfield, 5 men in the backfield.
Oh, it sounds like there's a flag on the play for having too many men in the backfield for the Bristol Aztecs. And that's going to negate that play and take them back.
Formation on the offense, 5 men in the backfield. It's a 5-yard penalty, replay down.
Not what Bristol wanted to see there.
That's another thing. Mistakes will cost.
Someone's lined up in the wrong part of the field there. A little bit of misunderstanding as to what they should have been doing, and that puts them back 5 yards. Total loss of about 11 yards from where they finished the previous play. It's going to be first down and 15. Nathan Webb hands it off again. Stopped immediately by the big defensive unit this time. Collectively, there's 5 Olympians on top of him.
That was crazy gang tackle. I think number 64, Maker, was in on that too. X's Nose Camp representing.
Looks like that's the end of the first quarter, I think they're saying. So we're just going to switch around here. The team's going to go the opposite way for the second quarter. What do you think from the first quarter there then, Remy?
I think it's pretty interesting. It's still pretty much all in the air right now. Both sides are making mistakes. We saw a fumble, was it that on both sides of the ball. So I think today it's really going to come down to the team who makes the least mistakes and, I don't know, who gets into gear quicker. We saw a couple of drives where Bristol had something going on. We saw a couple of drives where we saw the Olympians going on. So it's too early to say yet, but it should be an interesting game. Still 0-0.
Yeah, anything can happen in American football, as we know. Gridiron Hub says, many thanks for the shout-out, gents.
Okay, gents.
And they love seeing more fixtures covered by Cheers Made Pro.
I mean, if we get to a point in this country where we can get all the games streamed like this, I think it'd be a great step for Britball.
Absolutely, especially in this accessible format where anyone can watch it at any time.
Exactly.
Of course, it'll be available after the fact on YouTube as well. So a pass over the middle there.
Seems like
reception by Sean Cook.
Down in three.
Good work from the Bristol Aztecs there, managing to high point that ball, bring it in, and set up a manageable second down here. 12th down and 15. Third down and 6.
It's 36 now.
No, we've got third down, excuse me.
Olympians running that forefront.
Got to be fast off that ball, but not that fast. It's going to be a free play to the Bristol Aztecs. But rather than take the free play and throw it down the field like you might have expected the quarterback to do, he's just handed it off there. It might be a bit of a waste there. What do you think?
Yeah, a lot of the times when you get a free play like that, QBs tend to just sling it out.
And hope for the best, like you say. If you've got even just that fraction of a chance of making a big play, you know it's coming back if they pick it off or if anything untoward happens. So. See, Diddy now says, I thought Dot played for Blitz.
Damn, who is Dot?
Not anymore.
I'm guessing he was a ex-Olympian, an ex-Blitz player? Nice run up the middle again, a couple of yards.
On first down there, manages to make a short gain. O-line does a good job there to push the defense out of the way and make that space for him.
Yep.
You can see he's able to just run it up the middle with a big hole, really.
Number 40 and 92 comes to finish off the play.
Okay, we've got 2nd and 8 here. Handed off. Oh no, fake this time, but good work from the Olympians defensive back there, number 24. George Moore Arthur managing to bat the ball down, stop the completion. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Bristol Aztecs. Taking the time here, Bristol. Nathan Webb in the shotgun. Calling out there, telling his team what to do, what to look at. It's going to be blown dead by the referees.
Delay of game.
Delay of game again, I say, taking their time, taking too much time there.
That's what I meant earlier when I said penalties will hurt whatever team. These mistakes, I've seen it so many times, mistakes will kill a team.
Goes from 3rd and long to 3rd and really long now.
Exactly.
So let's see if Bristol can do something here. Looks like they're going to call a timeout, actually. Yeah, Bristol are going to call a timeout here, try and get themselves sorted, figure out what they're going to do on this 3rd and long play. So it gives the teams a chance to take some water on, have a little bit of a breather. Each team, of course, gets 3 timeouts per half. I think that's the 2nd timeout that Bristol have taken.
Yep.
It's the kind of thing that you want to try and save towards the end of the half as the clock is running low, rather than using them in a 3rd and 13 situation where it's a low percentage chance of making the play anyway. But they're going to try and see if they can get some sort of completion here and get a bit of a drive together here at the 2nd quarter. Looks like they might be ready to go again now. The Bristol Aztecs running back out. See if they can pick up the tempo here. Try and make something happen in this match. So we've got a pretty steely defensive contest so far.
Still no out. Let's see what Bristol does on this play.
Nathan Webb drops back to pass. Rushed by the defence, but manages to get a bit of space before being brought down eventually by number 93 for the London Olympians. That's Marco McKendy.
It's Marco McKendy, also a vet at the O's. I think he played at Kingston Youth.
Really good pressure from Jonathan Cobham, managing to squeeze the quarterback out of the pocket there.
Yeah, number 93, one of the premier defensive ends in the league, that's for sure.
Great play by the London Olympians, setting up 4th and 18, giving the Bristol Aztecs no choice really but to punt here. We'll see where the London Olympians are going to start from on their next drive, or if the Aztecs can make something happen. Punt goes up.
Pretty decent punt, it looks like.
It's going to be down by the Aztecs. Rolls out of bounds, in fact, around the 15-yard line. So, yeah, good punt by Bristol Aztecs. London Olympians now here with 12.5 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We'll see if they can put together some sort of offensive drive here. They really need to try and get some sort of rhythm going.
That's for sure. In games like this, it's always about who's got the momentum, and it kind of seems right now the winds have been knocked out of the sails out of both teams, but it's all about who's gonna set sail first, who's gonna get out there, who's gonna put those points on board.
Still 0-0 here, London Olympians versus the Bristol Aztecs at Blackheath Football Club. And the Olympians are on the ball again. Out wide to Angel Marin's got a little bit of space on the left-hand side, but he's brought down. Good tackle by Ryan Morton for the Bristol Aztecs. Good game for the Olympians, though, on first down there. Arthur Flaho with the pass, Angel Marin on the completion. Steps back, looks straight out to his left. Quick out from Angel Marin. Brings the ball in, turns upfield, and manages to get a couple of yards, like I say, before being dragged down by the linebacker.
Number 6.
Arthur Flaho sacked again in the backfield, not really getting the protection he needs at the moment.
Interesting, I think Bristol are running that 3 front defense. Let's just see when it comes up.
Yeah, manages to come straight through the gap untouched there, the Bristol defender, and straight to the quarterback, brings him down.
Yeah,
it's going to be 3rd and 10.
They're going to need to pick up on that. Better line protection that time. Reception by number 1, Jordan.
Jordan manages to get away as well from the first tackle, but is eventually brought down.
Receiver definitely one to watch. Seen him make plays, played alongside him.
Jordan McKenzie.
He's a hell
coming
of a
back
player.
from injury. He's had a little bit of a hamstring troubles, but he's back in action now. Does a great job here after the catch to get away from the first tackle. Uses his strength just to push him off.
Yep.
But
it's 2 guys he pushes off, actually.
Dragged down just at the end of that play. And it's going to make it 4th and 4. The Olympians are going to punt.
Let's see what O's do on this.
Al Tate, low snap again, manages to get the ball away. High punt that takes a favourable bounce for the Olympians, straight into the Aztecs' arms, but he's going to be tackled way back in his own half. Really good work from the Olympian special teams this time to pin that ball as far back as possible. So back and forth here at Blackheath Rugby Club. Still 0-0 between the London Olympians and the Bristol Aztecs. Bristol now with a chance. They're going to take the ball deep in their own half and try and drive the ball up the field here, see if they can be the first ones to get points on the board. First match of the season, Bristol, I think they won it by about 20 points against the Olympians. And so the way that the league works, if the 2 teams are tied for wins at the end of the season, it will go on whoever has the better aggregate score in head-to-head. So London Olympians will really be looking to try and win this game by a considerable margin in order to win that head-to-head. Flag on the play after the instant tackle there from the Michael Omeru.
I wonder how many sacks number 40 Michael has this season.
I think he's doing pretty well for himself.
Indeed, racking up a total.
Didn't quite catch what the penalty was for there. Looks like it's against the Olympians. Going to make it 1st and 5 now. Bristol with another chance here. Again, they're pretty slow to try and line up here, Bristol, and see if they can get themselves moving. They've already been called for a couple of delay of game penalties, and they won't want that happening again. Nathan Webb takes a snap, hands it off, up the middle. Brought down by number 92, the London Olympians, Sabaya Yayi.
One of the Olympians' new addition on the D-line this year. He's a pretty big lad.
Managing to effect a couple of good tackles here in the first half.
Indeed. Him and number 40. It's number 64 there, not quite in his stance. Not sure why.
Yeah.
But
looked like to me as well he might have moved a little bit early, but managed to get away with that one.
As you do, Brick Ball.
Quarterback keeps it this time, passed over the middle, incomplete.
Nothing.
There's a flag on the play. Looked like great work from Liam Brown. Not sure what they might call defensive pass interference here, potentially. What do you think?
Never know what these refs are going to call, to be honest.
Looks like they're called holding on Liam Brown there. So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, automatic first downs. Victor Yanvari there, the head referee. We'll see if you can see this on the replay. Number 3 at the bottom of your screen grabs hold of the defender there, and he's been called for that. Unfortunate, really. But it's going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Bristol Aztecs. Nathan Webb. Oh, again a flag. Not sure if someone jumped the gun there. This ill discipline is, like you say, definitely something that can turn a game one way or another for either team. Oftentimes, like you say, it's a lot of whichever team makes the least mistakes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, down to just fundamentals again. I mean, a lot of people talk about, you know, winning a football game, scoring the points, but, you know, the mistakes you make are also very important and will determine if you're going to win that game or not. Like, based on what I've seen between both teams, I might have seen about 60 to 70 yards worth of penalties alone, and we're not even in the half time. So
it looks like the Olympians defensive line managed to spook the offense into jumping the gun there, so the Bristol Aztecs are pushed back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15. Nathan Webb directing his players around, getting them where he wants them. Fakes the handoff, and it's picked.
Pick by T.
Tendai Debego on the running back. He's managed to get a couple of blocks out in front of him. Jumps over a couple of players, and he's going to walk it into the end zone here, potentially.
Blocking.
Pick 6 for the London Olympians. Terrific work by this defensive unit. Defense wins matches, Remy.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? That's T. Williams right there.
Exactly the kind of play that we needed.
Making a play, interception, good pressure up front, forcing the pass.
Great work there, reading that pass, getting in front of it.
Good blocks.
Getting away from a couple of tackles. Terrific footwork from Tendai Debengwa.
Good vision downfield.
And T manages to get away from all of the Bristol Aztecs players. And a good couple of blockers out in front managed to make the space for him to just walk into the end zone. Terrific play.
Yeah, defense wins games, and defense has just scored.
Got Big Victor now here for his first.
I wonder if he will bless us with another trick play again.
His first extra point attempt. We'll see if he decides to go for 2.
I mean, you really got to watch what he did number 78 that last game. It was like a fake.
It's now been named the Salmon.
It was amazing. Like,
we're going for something a little bit more orthodox there.
And the point is good.
It's good. It's successful. So now we've got the London Olympians 7, Bristol Aztecs 0. And that is the first points here of this match today. Still in the second quarter, and exactly what the Olympians would have wanted here. A lead in a must-win match for them if they're going to keep their hopes alive of getting that 3rd place spot again in the Premiership South this year. As I said, there is still an opportunity that the London Olympians might finish 2nd and make playoff football this year. But that does require the London Blitz to lose to the Kent Exiles.
Yep.
So, if any Kent fans are watching, do us a favour, mate.
I'm sure the Blitz won't be too happy about that. I think when the
and
Blitz...
then London Olympians would have to beat the Blitz as well. So it's a bit of a long shot, but it's not impossible.
I mean, from what I heard, it was quite a close encounter last time.
It was a close encounter. There's only 7 points in it, and of course Bristol gave the Blitz a close game last week as well. I think it was only 20 points to 8. So the London Blitz have not looked as strong this season as they have in previous seasons, and there's nothing to suggest that an upset might not be on the cards. Just unfortunately, there needs a few upsets.
Oh, exactly. On any given Sunday.
It's true. Any team can win. So the Aztecs on the return. Managed to find a little bit of space before he's run out of bounds. That's Joe Cassidy on the return. There's a flag on the play. Referees are going to have a quick discussion, figure out what's what. Again, if you are interested in becoming an American football official, check out www.bafra, that's BAFRA.info. They are always looking for people looking to come and get involved, whether you're an ex-player, coach, or just someone with an interest in the sport. If you've got a desire to officiate, try and get involved. They'd love to hear from you.
I think you get paid pretty decent too. So.
Head referee Victor Yanvari having a chat there with the Bristol Aztecs coach, explaining what's what. Doesn't look very happy about it. So I'm guessing that penalty must be against Bristol Aztecs. It's going to push them back from that return.
We got number 65 in there again today. It's Josh Hawkins. He also played at the Dusseldorf Panther earlier on this season. Be interesting to see what he does here today.
Try and make a statement here for the Olympians on their defense. I heard there is no foul on the play, so I'm not really sure what the conversation was between the referees.
I heard he's 6'10", 200 kilos. I think that makes him the biggest man in this league.
That's pretty chunky.
Yeah.
Literally twice my size. Hand off to the running back. Managing to find a little bit of space up the middle there. Olympians doing a little bit better trying to get across and make those tackles. Try and shed the blocks, but still managing to find yardage. 4 yards of play is all you need to be able to keep that ball moving up the field. So they could continue to do that. Olympians' defense is going to have a really long day, play after play, trying to stop the run. It is very tiring for defensive linemen. But a good stop there. Only back to the line of scrimmage, I think. Maybe a gain of 1.
No real gains in the line, but I really do think if that Olympians D-line at the front played with a bit more leverage, those 1-yard tackles would become sacks and tackles for losses.
So you want to see the defense push off the line a little bit harder?
Yeah, I want to see more. I want to see more from 64 and 65 especially.
Just to get off the ball.
Yeah, and get into that backfield.
Yeah.
Because those guys in front of him.
So here we are, 3rd and 5. See if the Aztecs can make something happen here. They're going to go to the ground again. Manages to find loads of space there, untouched through the defensive line before he's eventually brought down by number 26, Joel Chiunza. But that's a first down for Bristol Aztecs. Don't know what happened with the defensive line there.
Exactly what I was saying a minute ago about if you look closely, the D-line to playing a bit too high, and they're being held in place. What they really want to do is get those violent hands out, you know, rip, club, whatever it takes, just come down on that running back. He's got way too much space, but good play made by number 26. I think that's Joel
Chiunza, yeah.
Yep. He's another one to look out for. Made hella plays last couple of games.
Also really good work by the Bristol Aztecs offensive line, though. They're really causing some problems at the moment. It was a terrific block on George Moore-Arthur in that last play.
Oh,
but this time
lovely.
The defense steps up.
Lovely.
Michael Omaru,
again, number 40. Michael. He's going to have, like, most sacks on the whole season.
Tackle for loss, sacks. Yeah, he's getting through and making plays. Really great work to find his way through the offensive line there and smash that running back back.
Hell of a play.
So now 2nd and 12 perhaps, 12, 13. Nathan Webb in the shotgun, drops back to pass. Airs the ball out over the left. And that's a terrific reception there.
Jesus.
Right over the heads of the defensive backs, and the receivers managed to get that ball Massive play, 30 yards on the play.
Good play by the Bristol receiver.
Number 14, Otis Newbury.
Good play by Mr. Otis Newbury. Looked like it would be PI for a second, but...
Good vision to see that he was going to be open there on the left-hand side. Gets way ahead of his man. Really good job tracking the ball over his shoulder and bringing that in.
Number 3 gets burned on that one.
Good work from the under-19 national team's receiver, Otis Newbury.
Oh, he plays on the national team. Interesting.
Someone's down on the field here. I think it's the Aztecs running back.
I'm pretty sure the events of this game or this season is going to make a very juicy X and O's podcast. You know, we tend to pick up on things which are happening like in the season or at teams, and even what we're just talking about, the blitz and the O's trying to vie for that second place. It'll be real interesting.
Yeah, if you're interested in British American football and you want to hear some more about the ins and outs of the sport from the people who are playing it, like you say, check out X's and O's podcast.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, iTunes.
Just as we say that, X's and O's say thank you for the shout-outs, forever supporting you guys back. Hashtag BAFFA if you want to get involved, folks. So we're here ready to continue. Quarterback Nathan Webb clapping his team into place, trying to get them moving, keep up the spirits here. Bristol Aztecs fighting to try and get their first points in this encounter. Good tackle there from Michael Omeru again.
The one-man band.
If you've got that ball, you better beware. He's after you. Doing a great job today of locating that ball and making his way through from right out of the way.
59 does a half-decent job of peeking into that gap. He makes that running back bounce back in, and then the play is there to be made by Michael.
Gives a bit of a time to be able to get round.
Yep.
So 3rd and 5, Bristol Aztecs in the red zone. Nathan Webb drops back. Manages to find a bit of space and he's going to run it himself. Good tackle there by the London Olympians to stop the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th down now. And we'll see if the Aztecs want to try and take a field goal and bring this within one score, or if they're going to try and get themselves on level terms by going for it on 4th down. Let's see what happens here. Flushed out of the pocket, but manages to make a little bit of space, makes a few yards before a big tackle from number 54, Jonathan Cobham. So it looks like Aztecs are going for it on 4th down. Or maybe this is just the hard count trying to make the defense jump there. No, they are going for it. Going for the pass over the middle. Ball pops up, but it is incomplete, and that's going to be Olympians' ball. Interesting to see they haven't tried to go for a field goal on either of the 2 occasions where they've been 4th down in the red zone yet.
Indeed. I think it just shows Bristol's desire to just get points on the board and win. To be honest, I don't think they're trying to just hang around. I think they know just what's on the line here. It's a shame to see Bristol not come away from points, because at times it looked like on that drive they really had things together and
putting this ball into a lot of traffic there over the middle.
Yeah, indeed. And they had a lot of success with it earlier, and maybe, again, I'm being a bit biased because I play defense myself, but Bristol be making pretty good work at nullifying that Olympians D-line. Up front, I've seen a couple of cut blocks and pretty much just staying low in that D-line.
Okay, so the Olympians with the ball again over the middle to Luke Hegney. Manages to stay on his feet enough to get a few more yards than would have been expected for him, maybe even enough for a 1st down there. Arthur Flahoe drops back, looks out to his left, steps up, ball over the middle to Luke Hegney. Manages to use those long legs to try and drive forwards. 2nd and 2 for the London Olympians.
See
Arthur
what
Flaho drops back.
Oh, and he's sacked.
Looks like he is sacked again there. Couldn't find a player in time.
What player on Bristol defense did that?
Couldn't quite see that. Looks like we might have another player injured here for the Aztecs. That might have been the guy that made the sack there. He's in the Olympians' backfield, so he might have injured himself in the process of making that play. Not what we want to see. George Rhymes there, Bristol Aztecs, number 35. London Olympians have called a timeout here, I've been informed.
Can we have a medic, please? Medic, please. Medic! 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 On the other side, number 35 is waiting for you. You can come through. 125. Hey, let's go, Oz! Let's go. Let's go now, Paris. Let's go, Mark. Let's go out.
Yeah. Hella shout-outs. Come on now.
So 3rd down. No, 2nd down here for the London Olympians. Oh, over the middle and incomplete.
Dropped the ball by number 49.
Adrian John, the running back.
It's actually a veteran running back. It's not like him to drop receptions, but there we go. Decent pressure by that Bristol D-line.
And it looked like he had some space in front of him if he could have caught that ball. Had a few players with him to make some blocks.
For sure.
There is a flag on the play. Not sure what's happened there.
Pass interference by the offense number 11. The pass did cross the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal. We play 2nd down.
It's going to be offensive pass interference. So it's going to be replay 2nd down. But it's going to move the Olympians way back.
So we got Paris Parchment on the field, I believe. Number 11.
I think that call was actually against Paris, I'm afraid.
Oh. Also another X and O's. You know what I think is great? A lot of these X and O's guys backing up their chat in real life. I mean, we hear a lot of talk, and it's good to see they can back that chat up.
Pass on 2nd down there to Adrian John again, but just out of reach from the running back. Couldn't quite get to it. Good pressure on the quarterback, having to get that ball out of his hands quickly. Just outside of the reach of the running back there.
I think he was aiming for Adrian again.
It's going to be 3rd and long, really long, for the London Olympians. And right at the end here of the first half, we'll see if they can escape. Ball's way up in the air, goes incomplete to no one in particular there. Paris Parchment in the vicinity. And it's going to be a punt at the end of the first half here for the London Olympians. Give the Bristol Aztecs one last chance to try and get some points on the board in the first half.
Only 50 seconds left in the half. Interesting to see how the only touchdown has come from a defensive play. So how tight-locked this game is.
Yeah. We're going to be punting from deep here inside his own end zone. Coach Al Tate gets the ball high. Lots of height on the ball for the Olympians players to chase, and it's downed by Jamie Gallagher on about the 40-yard line, giving the Bristol Aztecs a little bit of time to try and make something happen. before we go in for the oranges and water. .40 seconds on the clock as Coach Neil Edwards is shouting out for us there.
I'm sure Bristol will be eager to try and get something on the board before the break. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a couple deep passes or some tricks.
Yeah, they had some success on the last drive with the long passes out on the left. It's handed off to the running back, who's running up the middle again for another short gain.
And they might be trying to get into maybe field goal range.
Although having said that, I say they haven't tried any field goals yet in this half.
Indeed.
Timeout taken by Bristol. Stops the clock there. I think that's their final timeout of this half. So now in order to stop the clock, they're going to have to try and get the ball out of bounds if they want to try and move the ball down the field. Very closely fought this first half, Remy.
Sure is. It's like I said, whenever these two teams meet, it's always a battle. They always have something to prove to each other, even going way back. So I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, we saw the same thing in like the first match of the season between these two teams. Closely fought, but the Bristol Aztecs came away with the W that time on their home turf. And I know that the Olympians will be wanting to try and return the favour here.
Indeed.
Quarterback Nathan Webb clapping his team on, trying to get them down the field here at the end of the first half. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks out to his left, ball up high again, and an incredible reception by that young receiver.
This is the long range. That's what I was talking about.
Big tackle by Liam Brown. Looks like he might have hurt him. They haven't got time to try and see if he's okay. They've got to move this ball because he didn't manage to get out of bounds. They spiked the ball there, meaning it's going to be second down and goal on the 1 yard line. Watch this again. There's the ball out left. Young receiver looking back. Manages to make a great catch under pressure from Liam Brown.
That was a really good catch.
Used his speed well to manage to make some space for himself. Gather that ball in for the Aztecs.
So
they're threatening now.
18 seconds left. I'm pretty sure Bristol will be trying to run that in or do anything they can to get on that board before the halftime whistle.
As you saw, the Aztecs, they run up and spike the ball on first down, which means that the clock stops and gives them a chance to try and do something with the remaining downs with a bit more time. Game being held up by the referees for a moment. Looks like we're ready to go again.
Watch the ball.
So what can the Aztecs do here with 18 seconds left on the clock? Second and goal. Nathan Webb in the shotgun again. Takes a snap, hands it off to the running back.
Stretch.
And he's managed to find some space. Tries to hurdle over the top. There was Olympians players in the way. I'm not sure if he managed to break the line or not.
We need some milk.
And it looks like he did not get in.
Close
And that the
spot,
clock
no
has gone
cigar.
dead here in the second half. First half, second quarter.
What's that, flag?
Not sure. I think they're trying to discuss whether or not he got in there on that play, but it looks like they're saying no. Referees are having a quick discussion here. But it looks like the Olympians' defense is walking off the field, so it looks like that could be it for the first half. Hello and welcome back to the London Olympians versus the Bristol Aztecs. We've just started the second half here at Blackheath Football Club. Looks like the London Olympians offense is walking onto the pitch for their first drive of the second half.
That's why she done that, you know. Come on, man. That's why she done that this season, you know. Catch the short one, let bubble it back, and then just not take it off.
Veteran centre Rich Balderson with the ball. First and 10. Ball out right to Luke Hegney. Manages to make the completion for a good gain of 6 yards. From the pass from Arthur Flahoe. Those two have been connecting all season. Short plays, long plays, everything. Just making plays when we need them. Good tackle from Bristol. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Jordan McKenzie on the catch this time. Almost had enough for a first down, but he's pushed back by the Bristol defender. Doesn't look like he got quite far enough. Yeah, couldn't quite get past the tackle from number 4. That's Joe Cassidy. Great pursuit by the Bristol defence there. Hunting down that ball.
Making sure he gets
getting straight to the receiver. But then Luke Hegney, enough for a first down and falls forward for a little bit more. Good work from the big receiver.
Good job by Luke. I think he's against a first-year player at the O's. There's a lot of first-year talent in this team right now. And Coach Neo's doing a good job of coaching these guys up and bringing them up to prem speed. It's amazing to see.
Luke Hegney, of course, joined from the Australian League. It's his first year playing Brit ball. Comes straight to the London Olympians and he's making a great name for himself. Him and Arthur Flahoe really connecting, as I've said this year. Arthur Flahoe used to be a French national youth team's quarterback.
I believe he's played on a couple French Premier sides as well.
Look at the replay here. Hands it off to the running back, number 36. That's Ben Amawaka.
How many QBs do the O's have? I'm pretty sure I've seen. So there's
I think they've got 3 that have already played today. We've had Dami Agbakbiaka, Artem Bakmanidis, and Arthur Flahoe. Okay. All on the depth chart for the London Olympians quarterback. Ball is out wide. Oh, in and out of the hands of Luke Hegney and incomplete on the far right-hand side there. Opportunity for a big play. Good work from the defense to be able to put the receiver off there enough that he could not quite make that catch.
No, I got 2. I got a strip from there. Yeah, was the strip that you got, yeah.
See if we can see that one again. Arthur Flahoe takes the snap. Airs the ball out to the right. Can't quite see exactly what happened there. But it was incomplete. Ball again, thrown incomplete. It's going to be punt now for the London Olympians. Couldn't quite get it together there. The passing plays going a little bit astray. Couldn't quite find the receivers. Couldn't quite reel in the catches. out in front of number 85, Angel Marin. Led his receiver a little bit too much there, Arthur Flaho. Brings up 4th and 10. It's going to be Coach Al Tate back to punt. He's going to be standing on the halfway line as he punts, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him try and angle this one towards the sideline a little bit. But he does put it down the middle. He's going to be hoping for a favourable bounce. Doesn't go into the end zone. It's picked up by the Aztecs. Manages to break a couple of tackles before being pushed out of bounds around the 10-yard line. So it's a good punt. Good result for the London Olympians there. The Aztecs are going to be starting their second half way back inside their own half. So, Bristol Aztecs quarterback Nathan Webb standing almost on his own goal line. And that is a false start by the Aztecs O-line. Number 76 there moved way before the snap. Not sure what he thought he was doing.
Yeah, what happened there?
Let's see if someone else moved and made him think. No, he just stands up. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I don't know if there was a attempt at a hard count that he didn't quite get and the rest of his team did. Trying to draw the defense off and managed to draw himself off. But the receiver manages to get a great ball and take it all the way out for a first down and maybe even a little bit more before he's pushed out of bounds. Terrific work by the Aztecs there to get themselves out of trouble.
The Aztecs always seem to be getting these deep balls, and it just feels like it's only a matter of time until one of them result in a TD.
Missed tackle by number 47, Samuel Adekambi. But Michael Amaru cleans up. Going to make it first down for the Bristol Aztecs. Bit of space now, bit of breathing room.
Got Sabaya in a one-tech.
Jonathan Cobham right through the middle.
Great
the
tackle
quarterback out
by Sabaya, number 92.
Yeah, great work.
Works along down the line to make the tackle.
Good collective pressure from the Olympians' defense there.
Yep. It's needed.
Squeezing through the line, not giving them any options. And then that scramble offense is often where you can either have big plays for the defense or big plays for the offense.
You're right.
It's going to be 2nd and 6 now. Nathan Webb trying to organize his team. Takes the ball. Fakes the handoff and over the middle.
Oh.
Incomplete. Good work there from Joel Chiunza.
By number 26.
A big hit to stop the completion.
My header.
Had a terrific game against the Farnham Knights here a couple of weeks ago with 3 picks. Had 1 pick here already today, I think. And then a great big hit here. Perfect timing, stopping the completion. Cracking the rib cage of the Aztecs receiver.
Timeout. Bristol. First team timeout. 10 minutes 39 left. 10:39.
Bristol Aztecs have called their first timeout here in the second half. 3rd and 6, trying to figure out what they're going to do to keep this drive alive. They really need to try and move the ball down the field, get some points on the board in this encounter. London Olympians defense so far with a shutout in the first half. Would love to see that still at the end of the game.
Indeed.
I think the Olympians have not managed a shutout yet this season, but it'd be a lovely time of the year to get one right here, right now.
Don't think Bristol would like that to happen, but
I'm sure they wouldn't. Again, Bristol Aztecs also fighting for a 3rd place spot now. I think they've managed to do enough to get themselves out of the relegation zone.
Yep.
They're fighting with the London Olympians, and there's a must-win game for them today if they want to try and secure a 3rd place spot this season. in the Premiership South. But that sack by the Olympians is not going to help their cause.
Who was that by?
Number 50, Simon David, linebacker, comes through there and makes a play.
Oh,
Emeka Anyegbu as well, claiming something.
X and O's, baby. Proving their worth in the flesh. Let's see that again. Bit of pressure. Oh, okay. It wasn't just him. It was
Simon David as well, number 50 on there with the tackle.
He's a linebacker, played at University of Westminster. Actually played a couple years with him. It's good to see him making plays now, coming back from a horrific injury.
There's lots of veteran players on this Olympian defense that know what they're doing and really looking to go out there and perform today. Doing a great job so far. Luke Hegney on the return from the punt. Manages to find some great space, gets up to speed, and he can take this all the way. He's got serious speed, this guy. He's got serious strength, this guy. He's in for a touchdown.
Is it a TD?
Oh, he's going to be called just short.
Oh.
They say he was dragged down just short of the line there. Luke Hegney thinks he got it. I thought he got it. But no. Terrific return from the big Aussie. It's a decent punt. It's up in the air, but there's not enough time for the Aztecs to get to him. Manages to find the space. Weaving in and out of the defenders. Takes it all the way back to the goal line. And look at the strength here to fend off that defender. Gets an extra 5 yards before, elbow down, just shy of the line. It's going to set up 1st and goal for the Olympians on the 1 yard line. Respect there from the Bristol Aztecs defense.
Always good to see some good sportsmanship.
Olympians with the sweep. Toss play out to Ben Awaku, who is fumbled. I think he manages to pounce on the ball and recover it. Ooh, would have been a walk-in had he held on to that. Unlucky from the London Olympians. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 1.
It's been a marker, normally a very reliable back.
I think
normally
he just
has good backs too.
Had his eye on the end zone there instead of the ball. 2nd and goal now. Trying to punch this ball into the end zone. We've seen Arthur Flahoe has some decent hurdling skills. Maybe he'll just try and jump it over himself. Handed off.
Oh,
stuffed up
in
the middle.
Backfield.
And it's going to be 3rd and goal now. Aztecs defense doing a terrific job here, making things difficult as possible for the London Olympians to punch the ball in.
At this point in the game, the Olympians will really want to score this touchdown. Let's put that game just a little bit more out of reach for the Aztecs.
Great work from the Bristol defense, putting pressure on the centre and the right guard there. Managing to find no space for Ben Amawaka to get through. Pushed us back a couple of yards now, makes the London Olympians 3rd and goal from about the 3. See if they go to the air this time. Arthur Flahoe rolls out to his left. Fends off the defender. Balls into the end zone and tipped over the back. Oh, Angel Marin couldn't quite reel in the catch. There is a flag on the play.
That was not it.
I wouldn't be surprised to see, if this is against the Olympians, to see the Aztecs decline this penalty.
Team's gone for 3rd and goal. Looks like the O's will be going for a field
goal. It looks like it was a penalty against the Olympians, and the Aztecs have declined that penalty, bringing up. No, it is going to be 3rd down. The London Olympians here 3rd down. I'm not sure exactly what the penalty was for. It looks like the Aztecs have accepted that penalty. So trying to go for the full stop here rather than just accepting that they might have to give up 3 points. But it does give the Olympians another chance here with a 3rd down to try and make a play into the end zone.
Let's see what the Olympians do with this drive.
Still 3rd and goal here. Looks out right. Ball over the middle. Jordan McKenzie with the catch.
What a play.
Did he make it into the end zone?
Hey, Jordan, let's go!
Not quite.
You go! Oh, now you're going to have to do it without Coach Mike. Coach Mike.
So now 4th and goal for the London Olympians. He's got the field goal unit coming onto the field. Or are the offense going to stay on? It is Coach Al Tate coming on, trying to make the field goal here. Dami Agbabiaka, the holder. Trying to make this a 10-point lead for the Olympians here in the 3rd quarter. It's a good hold. Chips up.
Good kick.
Squeezes it through the uprights. Coach Al Tate with the 3 points. London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 0. Good to come away with points at the end of that return after what looked like it should have been a touchdown straight from the return.
For sure, it's always good to come out from a drive with some points rather than none. So I'm sure the Olympian sideline will still be happy with that.
I'm sure they'll be happy with it, but to have your drive start on the 1-yard line, you might have hoped for more than 3 points there.
Exactly, and the O's need to take every chance they're given because they're obviously playing a resilient Bristol side.
Exactly. Bristol Aztecs completely still in this game and still in with a shout of making that 3rd place spot in the Premiership South.
Indeed.
That's what's up for grabs here today. Essentially, this is the deciding match for that spot. A lot riding on this. So now London Olympians going to be kicking off. Big Victor punting the ball down the field. Famous toe poke.
Big 7-8.
Oh, it's low and slow down the field from Victor Olamide. Picked up by 85 from the Aztecs. Good tackle from Joel Schunzer, knocks him out of bounds. Keep saying that man's name. He's everywhere on this field. Now the Olympians defense takes the field as Nathan Webb and co for the Bristol Aztecs try and put their first points on the board here in this match. They've done well at getting the ball down the field at times in this game. They've had particular success running the ball up through the middle of the defense.
Yeah, for sure. And the Olympians haven't had a lot of success in actually shutting down those plays.
And that's what they go for again, but the play is whistled dead by the referees. Wondering if someone jumped the gun there on the Aztecs O-line.
Just looking at that.
It was an equipment penalty as the announcement by the referee there. I don't know if he was spotted with a gum shield in his helmet or something like that. Often the case here. He's got something on him that he shouldn't have or doesn't have something he should have, and as such will have to leave for the next play. Again, head referee there, Victor Yanvari, with the announcement. Thank you very much to all the referees here for wearing the Chisme Productions equipment today so we can hear what they're saying and using the time.
I think 76 was trying to cut block number 92, but didn't seem to work on that play. 92 seemed to be preempt that cut block coming, and it's one of the first signs when you see an offensive line is tired and they can't really stop the guy in front of them. The first thing they try to do is just try to cut you, take you out of play. Good to see 92
managing to overpower that block, get out of the way of it. Good tackle by the Olympians number 64.
Mr. Emeka
Anyegbu with his celebration for the cameras as always. This man doesn't need to conserve his energy.
Indeed, it's like he has hella reserves.
Terrific work from the defensive tackle there.
Good
Brings
play,
up 3rd and 5 for the Aztecs. They really need something here to keep this drive alive. Ball out wide to the receivers. Good reception. It's going to be given the first down. Dom Ferdani there on the reception for the Aztecs. Nathan Webb's done a terrific job in this match so far of managing to find open receivers for the Aztecs team, hasn't he? And I think they've done a good job of mixing up the run game and the passing game to be able to keep their options open.
I mean, it would look like they've just been a little bit unlucky. I mean, not taking anything away from the Olympians' defense, but they've been some pretty good-looking drives by the Bristol teams. Just a shame nothing has actually resulted in a touchdown.
Good work by the defense there to stop that run. Michael Omeru, as always, on the tackle. Alongside Dino Strakaias. This time, Jonathan Cobham pops the ball out, but the play is whistled dead here. It's whistled dead. They say his knee was down before the ball came loose. And as such, the play is over. So the Aztecs will retain the ball. Going to be 3rd down for the Aztecs. 3rd and 5. Nathan Webb trying to keep the motivation up amongst his team. And a trips formation now to the right. He's looking to pass over the middle of the seam. Terrific reception from number 12, Sean Cook. Reaches up in double coverage and snatches that ball out of the air. What a play from the Aztecs.
Real good play.
Look at this. He's got the free safety and
just look at the protection that line. Wow. Just look at the protection that offensive line gives them. But
yeah, plenty of time there for the quarterback to be able to see that route unfold.
Yep.
We're live again here now. Good tackle.
Johnny Cobham, hammer of the defense.
And Co make the tackle there. 3 men on him. Aztecs threatening, though, in the red zone here. 2nd and 10 it's going to be. And all it takes is another one of those passes. Nathan Webb to find an open receiver downfield, and this could be
we're back in
a much closer game. He's looking out to his right, switches to the left, puts it over. Oh!
What a play by Jonathan.
Cobham makes a play. I think he wishes he caught it himself. Great play, stopping the touchdown there. The receiver was just out there waiting. Sean Cook again out there waiting for the reception for the touchdown. And Jonathan Cobham manages to get a hand up and knock the ball out of reach. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Hey! Sam Mike Will! Sam Mike Will!
Decent snap. Flings down the field. Nothing on the play.
Incomplete again. So it's going to be 4th down for the Aztecs. After a decent drive here, they've just not managed to get anything together in the red zone. London Olympians defense doing a terrific job again of not allowing the Aztecs to get any points in this match. And it looks like the Aztecs are going to bring on a field goal.
Timeout.
Oh no, they're just going to have a little conversation with the coach. Maybe it's a timeout. Timeout here for the Bristol Aztecs.
2:16 left.
They haven't gone for a field goal game.
Yeah, it looks surprising to be in this position, 10 points down, and suddenly decide now was the time for a field goal. But no, they're going to have a chat with their coach and decide what's what to try and keep this drive alive as usual. 10 points to 0 here, London Olympians against the Bristol Aztecs. Just want to say thank you again to the Askian Rugby Club for their help and support supplying us with the chain crew here today. If you are interested in going and joining the Askians Rugby Club next season, they compete in the Shepherd Neen Kent 2 League. They train every Monday and Wednesday from 7:30 till 9 o'clock at Blackheath Rugby Club, Well Hall, Eltham. Feel free to join in and get in touch with them via the Director of Rugby's email is ianlunn@hotmail.com. The recruitment coordinator is jwh09@btinternet.com. So if you want to get involved, those are your contacts. Here we go again then. Nathan Webb in the shotgun. 4th and 10. Ball is... Sean Cook couldn't get his head round quick enough to find the ball there. It was out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly. And he didn't quite know where that was. So that's going to be London Olympians' ball here. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10, London Olympians. Number 93, Mako Mukendi there, walking off the field. Job done, sir.
Good job to the Olympians defense. I mean, again, another drive that looked very promising for the Bristol offense, but it somehow fizzled out to nothing.
Let's see if the Olympians can put a drive together here to get back down the field. Give that defense a well-deserved rest. Toss play out to Adrian John, the running back. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but not much in it.
No gain.
Olympians have struggled in their own half to try and get the ball out of there. The best drives have come from when they've been starting at about midfield or further down the pitch. Difficult starting position for this drive. Let's see if Arthur Flaho can put something together along with the offensive coordinator here. Ball's quickly outright. Could not reel it in there. Angel Marin through the hands, unfortunately.
The Olympians will need to make something out of this.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 10. Sorry. Yeah, 3rd and 11. And they put themselves in a position now where they basically have to pass the ball. And it makes it a bit easy from a defensive point of view, right? And he's sacked. Arthur Flaho brought down again by that defensive line. This time it's number 41 for the Bristol Aztecs, Brian Mukaki.
Yeah, I think you got it right.
Maybe.
That's the 5th man, boys.
Great pressure by that Bristol defense. Making that, and now the offense has really got to step up and give their time. We just seen the Olympians defense play their heart out to stop a break. And
well, I say the 4th down here, Coach Altate's going to punt it. So the defense, not as much of a rest as they would have liked to have had. They're going to be back on the field shortly. Jamie Gallagher in at long snapper. Unfortunately, Jamie Gallagher, the tight end, and he's covering offensive line for a short Olympians offensive line this match. He's injured in the first half, so he's only on to long snap now. The punt from Coach Altate doesn't quite make it to halfway, so the Aztecs with a terrific field position. In fact, they're going to take the ball from around the 30-yard line here.
And the Olympians' inability to score that touchdown or make something of these drives again keeps giving the Bristol Aztecs life, and this is how comebacks happen. Other teams been knocking on the door for a couple of quarters now. We're about to go into the 4th quarter. It's only a 10-point game. Anything can happen.
And we've got the Olympians defense back on the field. And Nathan Webb once again trying to command his team for some sort of a comeback here. Hands it off. Stuffed up the middle. Jonathan Cobham and others on the tackle there.
Tackle by, it's like
Josh Hawkins as well.
Josh Hawkins.
Big Josh Hawkins on the tackle.
Making a play. sheds his blocks in front of him to then fall onto the ball carrier.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Aztecs.
A guy sounds like there should be creating absolute havoc on that line of scrimmage.
It's looking like there might have been a flag on that play because it looks like they're pushing the ball. Oh no, it's the end of the quarter, excuse me. End of the quarter to the switching sides. So, going into the 4th quarter, it is London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 0. Still no points and no offensive touchdowns from either side. The only touchdown of the match was, of course, a pick 6 from Tendai Debengwa for the London Olympians.
This is the end of
and
the
then a
third
field
quarter.
goal from coach Al Tate to make it 10-0. So, 2nd down for the Aztecs as we begin this 4th quarter. Looks like we're just about ready to get going again. Can tell that the Olympians' defense is ready. Shuffling across that D-line there. Quick off the ball. Manages to stuff the run there. No way through.
Good stuff, big boys.
And Emeka Anyegbu on the tackle. Going to be 3rd and 10, I believe. Tackle for a loss here. Grabs a hold of him and drags him all the way back. Terrific strength from the big D tackle.
Nice celebration too.
Ball's up.
Oh.
High out to the left. Couldn't quite pick it off. Double coverage this time on the young receiver, who caused a lot of problems for the Olympians in the first half. This time they're making sure he's got no access to that ball. As we watch this again, takes the snap. You've got Liam Brown and Tendai Debengwa there. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball for the pick. A punt from the Aztecs. Downed. And the Olympians will have the ball at around about the 20-yard line here in the 4th quarter. London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 0. And this BAFA Premiership South match, it is the last match of the London Olympians home campaign this year. Last home match. Still to face the London Warriors and the London Blitz away. And hoping to secure that 3rd place spot and keep themselves in the running for playoff football at the end of the season. For more information on the London Olympians, of course, visit www.londonolympians.com for more news and information and updates about the season as it progresses. Or you can find them on Facebook, if that's your thing. Incomplete pass out to the right. Jordan McKenzie couldn't quite keep his feet to get to that one. Good work by the defender to put him off there. Again, if you're tuning in America via AmericanFootballInternational.com, welcome. Please get in touch, #BAFA, if you want to let us know what you think of the British game, or on British American Sports Network if you're listening to us there on BASN Radio. Arthur Flahoe with the snap. Out of the hands of Paris Parchment, couldn't hold on to it. I don't think he was expecting that one, to be honest. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Olympians. Still struggling to put something together on offense. Paris is there, he's waiting for it. Through his hands, unfortunately. Incomplete pass. And thank you again to gridironhub.co.uk.
Offense need more consistency.
Yeah, there's moments of brilliance from this offensive unit, but like you say, being able to put short drives together. Dumped off to the running back Danasari there, but can only get back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 10. The Olympians are going to have to punt it. Give Bristol another opportunity to get back into this game.
And you're giving them way too many.
And it, again, does not give the Olympians defense the time that they're going to need to recover. But so far, that hasn't seemed to be a problem. They're still bringing the intensity that you love to see.
Fourth quarter, that's where the football games are won.
And likewise, if the London Olympians defense are not getting the rest they need, then you would guess that the Aztecs offense are not getting the rest that they need. It's tiring being a running back. Al Tate here fumbles the snap, but he's running the ball himself, manages to get it out of bounds. Not enough for a 1st down, but on the punt there, manages to get the ball upfield at least a little bit. Yeah, it was accidental running. He wasn't trying to do that. You see the snaps down on the ground. He's got no time to get the ball away.
Let's go, coach.
I would have loved to have seen Al Tate take that all the way in for a touchdown.
Oh, no, right.
I think he's playing it a bit safe here, going straight for the sideline. Drops his shoulder still. I know he could have taken them all. So Aztecs with a terrific field position here and an opportunity to get themselves back in this game in the 4th quarter. Let's see what the Olympians defense can do. Managed to break up that pass. Terrific work. I think it was Jonathan Cobham on the break up there. Or was it George Moore-Arthur? George Moore-Arthur getting his hand in the way there, stopping Sean Cook from being able to make that reception. 2nd and 10 for the Aztecs. Wide open on the left-hand side is Sean Cook. Oh, it's not Sean Cook, excuse me. Dom Ferdani on the left-hand side. Catches the ball, spins past one defender and gets out far enough for a 1st down. Spins out of the tackle from Tendai Debengwa before eventually being brought down. But like I say, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aztecs now. Handed off to the running back, up the middle. Brought down by the linebacker.
God damn.
Looks like there's a flag on the field there. Could very well be a face mask call. Someone's helmet's come off.
What have we got?
Jonathan Cobham running off the field with helmet in hand there. Let's see if we can see this.
Personal foul, face mask by the defense number 65. It's half the distance to the goal and an automatic 1st down.
For what?
Come on, fellas.
It's like a face mask against the Olympians.
I think it was a face mark on 65, but I think they tried to cut block 65. I don't see how.
So that's going to be a big penalty against the London Olympians there and put the Aztecs in a terrific position now to get some points on the board here. What can the defense do here, Remy, to try and stop the Aztecs scoring now?
Fight fire with fire. They've got to penetrate, and they've got to keep that contained. The end's got to keep it contained. Inside tackles. Yep.
Looks like plenty of space there for the running back to walk it into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Aztecs.
Contained, broken down.
London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 6, still with a point after coming.
And now it's a...
Let's see if they try and go for 2 here, and they'd be able to win it with a field goal. They are going to keep the quarterback on the field. As I say, we've not seen them try and kick a field goal in the whole match, so I'm not sure whether they just don't trust to have a kicker on the field. I think maybe they think their percentage plays are more likely with the 2-point attempt.
Oh my God.
Number 28 through the middle. Sean Vaughan, the running back.
How could the defense allow him to just run up the middle?
It is London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 8. And we've got a game here in the fourth quarter, folks.
That we do. Good blocking by that offensive line. Getting underneath that D lineman's pads, creating that lane. A running back takes it in for 2. Textbook.
That was actually the touchdown, and then the 2-point conversion is the exact same play,
thing.
and again, straight through the middle.
Look.
Hands on from Olympians, but couldn't quite do enough to bring him down before the goal line.
In an open field, that's maybe a 1-yard gain. But in a red zone, it's a TD. And that's what I was talking about, that
Really
penetration.
difficult for defense to be able to get enough energy behind their push off there to get to the player. So the Aztecs to kick off again now. The London Olympians will all be aware that the Aztecs may very well go for some sort of onside kick here with the end of the fourth quarter in such a close game. They might want to try and get the ball straight back. Okay, Aztecs to kick off here. Number 9, James Groon. Kicks it, scribbed along the floor. Comes to Luke Hegney. He looks for a bit of space, manages to break one tackle, but is brought down. It's going to be Olympians' ball around the 30-yard line. Now the London Olympians offense really needs to put something together here. They've struggled in the last couple of drives to be able to get a first down. And we're in a position now where we can't afford to just have the Aztecs with the ball in the Olympians' half.
Exactly.
But the bad news that I'm seeing over here is that Arthur Flahoe, the quarterback, looks to be injured. So going on in his place now, it looks like Dami Agbabiaka going on, number 16, trying to get the Olympians out of trouble here. Try and see if they can do something to give the defense the rest that they need and try and put some points on the board here. So Dami taking over in the fourth quarter. It's a low snap. Flags on the play. Whistle dead.
Full start on the offense, number 11 and 1. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
False start against the Olympians. Going to be a 5-yard penalty, going to be 1st and 15. That kind of discipline, as you were saying, Remy, is vital now as well, more than ever.
Exactly.
So, let's see if we can get rid of some of those nerves, settle down a little bit here and try and make something happen. Angel Marin on the reception. No way through. I think that's back to the original line of scrimmage and no further. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Offside on the defense, number 3. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
But there's a penalty being called against the defense, so it'll actually be 1st and 10, as it is still a 5-yard penalty. So, offside against the defense. London Olympians with a bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card there. Dami's had a couple of sighters. Let's just start this drive from scratch. Pass out wide to Mark. Met immediately. Couldn't keep hold of it. Good work by the defender, Ryan Morton from the Aztecs. Good pressure on Mark. Yeah, the ball incomplete there. Couldn't keep hold of it.
Good play by the Bristol defense.
Absolutely. Makes it 2nd and 10. Let's see if Dami could use some of his mobility here, because he's got the ability to run it up the field if needs be. Paris Parchment couldn't quite get down to get to the ball. Couldn't quite pick it up. It's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Really need something special here from the Olympians to try and keep this drive going. A little bit too low there for the receiver. Couldn't quite get down to pick it up. Third and 10. Takes a snap. Rolls out to his left.
Okay.
Good speed. Gets the ball up the field.
Very nice.
And a terrific catch there. Paris Parchment on the reception.
Paris Parchment, number 11.
Looks like he took a bit of a hit there at the end of that play.
Looks like he might be down. Took a hit.
Been a real asset to the team on both sides of the ball this season. Paris Parchment, wide receiver and defensive back.
During the play,
making plays all over
on
the field.
On the offense, number 53 and 9. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay down.
There was a flag on the play. That's a 15-yard penalty against the Olympians. It's going to be 3rd down then here.
Players behind the line, please. I've already warned you once. Players behind the line, the team area. Back up, back up, back up. I don't want him. We don't want him to get a flag.
Looks like 3rd and 25 for the London Olympians now. They really need something special, even just to get the ball into a decent field position. So if they give the Aztecs the ball here, all it takes is a field goal to win the game.
You can feel the
it's a
Aztecs
sack
creeping
from
in.
the Aztecs. Really good pressure through the middle onto the quarterback. And now here we are, 4th and almost 30. And Al Tate having to come on to punt. Great work again from Ryan Morton, who's been everywhere in this match, making tackles all over the field. With the sack there at a vital time.
Make sure we get the kick off.
Managed to get the punt away this time. Goes past halfway. And it is downed by the Olympians just past the 40-yard line. Good job managing to push the Aztecs back here.
For the first time in this game, we're in a position where if the Bristol Aztecs score on their drive, they will actually take the lead.
And with only less than 9 minutes remaining in this match,
that might be the position they actually want to be in.
Exactly. It's time for concentration now. It's time to dig deep and see what we can find. I know these bodies are getting tired, but they really need to focus now and put out every little ounce of strength that they have left to try and stop the Aztecs here. Similarly, the Aztecs need to try and dig deep and find out what they can do here to try and get some points on the board in a game that both teams have really struggled to put offensive drives together.
Oh, fumble.
Now that snap is dived on by the Olympians' defensive line. Looks like there was a flag already on the play. May well be offside. Referee Victor Yanvari announces it is offside. First down. Emeka says, me?
Looks like it was.
So 1st and 5 for the Aztecs. I think that might have been 54 there. Jonathan Cobham. Runs up the middle this time. Brought down, but falls forwards for a good few extra yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Runs into the defender there, but as the extra defenders come in, they push him forwards there and gives him an extra couple of yards. Second and 2 here for the Bristol Aztecs as they're looking to push the ball down the field. They're up to halfway line. Let's see if they can continue. Nathan Webb with a handoff to the running back. Looking for that space, stuffed up the middle. Terrific work from the London Olympians defense.
Good job by number 92, Sabaya.
Wonderful work from them to stop the Aztecs in their tracks. Not giving them this first down for free. Those runs up the middle have been really useful for them this match, but really good stop there. Really good pressure from number 92. Third and 2 now. Bristol Aztecs. Hand it off again. This time the run gets through and he's got the first down and more. Tracked down eventually by number 50 from the London Olympians, Simon David. But that's a first down for the Bristol Aztecs, and they are threatening now here in this 4th quarter to make a comeback and snatch victory away from the Olympians.
Back to what we were saying earlier about putting that nail in a coffin. The Olympians had many chances, and now it seems they're on the back foot at the moment. Let's see what the defense can do.
The momentum's definitely with the Aztecs at this moment in time. Ball is over the top.
Oh.
Snatched out of the air by Sean Cook. But yet another first down, I believe. Fakes the handoff here. Pops the ball up in the air. Sean Cook just goes up and gets it. Really good work between Webb and Cook in this match. Vital catches at vital times. 1st and 10 for the Aztecs in the red zone now. What can the Olympians do here to stop the orange wave that is the Bristol Aztecs? Terrific tackle from number 59, Dino Sreakais. What a play from the big linebacker.
Amaru, I need you to go. We're nearly there, boys.
You've got Simon David and Sabaya Iyayi making sure they're at the end of that play as well. That's what we really need now. We need concentration from the Olympians to be able to find that ball, locate it, and stop any plays from getting through. Run play manages to dodge through that initial tackle again. Really good work here from Sean Vaughan, the running back. He's been a nuisance for that Olympians defensive line all day. Watch this little sidestep juke move here. Really great footwork, managing to find the gap. Tripping up and being brought down eventually. But some really elusive running. Brings up 3rd and 7. Only 2 points in it. Remember, a touchdown here, even a field goal here puts Bristol in the lead. Sean Vaughan with the ball again.
Good tackle by
Good
Jonathan
tackle,
Cobham.
yes. Jonathan Cobham. Pursuit. Looks like a flag on the play. Referee Victor Yanvari and umpire Tim Ockenden having a little chat there about what's what.
Six minutes left.
After the play was over, that ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, 28 from the Bristol team. It's a 50-yard penalty from the end of the run. Third down.
That is not what the Aztecs want to see. Coming into a fourth down situation in the red zone, after the play was over, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Sean Vaughan, the running back. And that puts the Aztecs back another 15 yards. It's going to be fourth down here. And very, very long, giving the Olympians a little bit of chance here.
Seems that element of ill-discipline might have cost them.
Absolutely, that's a horrific piece of ill-discipline there. Big difference between 4th and 7 and 4th and 22. Let's see what the Aztecs can do to atone for that sin. Ball is out left. Received, smashing tackle.
What a hit by
brings him
3.
down, short of the first down there. I felt that one. Gone for Danny on the reception. Terrific work from the defensive backs. I think it was Liam Brown on the tackle.
Yeah, number 3. That could be the game-saving play right there. 1 yard more, he would have made that first down.
Tendai DeBeng were looking for it. Liam with a massive hit. Making sure no way through and giving the Olympians the ball.
Coach, 4 minutes, 23 seconds, 4-2-3, 4 minutes, 23.
Now, we really need the Olympians to be able to run down this clock, if anything, here. There is 5.5 minutes left in this match.
The best thing that can happen right now is they score a touchdown.
Obviously, that's exactly what they really want, but so far they've struggled to move the ball. Jordan McKenzie on the jet sweep manages to find some space. He's a terrific runner. He's got space out wide. Good tackle from the Aztecs to knock him out of bounds there, but it's a great play by the Olympians.
And that's the thing with the Olympians. You always get flashes of greatness here and there of what they're actually capable of. You know, you just want to see that more consistent, because I like to think they're an outfit that want to compete against the 2 top clubs in the country. Up for question, the London Bliss and the London Warriors, but they're going to need to be way more consistent if they want to.
Yeah, they need to put plays like this on the board, game in, game out. And having said that, Jordan McKenzie, as a receiver, has actually managed to be one of the leading rushers for the team this season, simply off plays like that. He needs 1 or 2 of them a game, and he is really adding to the offensive capabilities of this team. So, Paris Parchment in motion, fakes the handoff. Dami Agbabiaka runs it himself, running out right. Can he get blockers in front of him? Not much of a way through. He's still on his feet.
There we go.
Still on his feet, but it looks like he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage there. Terrific strength from the quarterback, but couldn't quite find a way through. Little bit of a hustle and bustle between the two teams there. Tension's getting high in this 2-point game. Good work from the quarterback to stay on his feet. Try and keep the play alive. But the orange swarm that is the Bristol Aztecs managed to collectively hold him in the end. So now 2nd and 10 for the London Olympians. Not long left in this match. Let's see if they can keep that clock ticking and keep this ball in the offense's hands. Dami Agbabiaka looking to run again. Manages to find some space out wide.
Got the first down.
Going to be just shy, I think, of the first down there. Terrific work from Dami Agbabiaka, who we said earlier, his movement is really excellent and a great weapon for this team. Going to be 3rd down and 2.
Turning on those rules when needed.
Keeping elusive to start with and then strength and speed at the end to finish that run. Going to stop the clock as he gets out of bounds. And that's going to be a free play, but it's going to be whistled dead. Looks like an offside by the Aztecs defense there. Let's listen to the ref here.
Full start on the offense, number 11. It's a 5-yard penalty on the offense. Replay down.
And that's actually called as an offside against Paris Parchment, the receiver. Excuse me, false start against Paris Parchment. They say he moved before the snap there.
How? It looks like he didn't.
It looks like it is therefore a penalty against the Olympians. And that's going to push them back to 3rd and 7. Again, this ill discipline, certain times in the match, can be vital. Really starting to put this drive together for a moment, but 3rd and 2 is a lot more manageable than 3rd and 7.
Two-minute warning, exactly 2 minutes left. Olympians have 3 timeouts. 2-minute warning, exactly 2 minutes left. Bristol has 1 timeout left.
Sounds like that was the 2-minute warning from the referee there. So I think perhaps the clock on the screen might be wrong. I think that maybe there is only 2 minutes left remaining in this match. Meaning that the London Olympians really all they need to do is hold on to this ball. But as we say, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 7, there's a big difference. They really need to try and complete this here. Pass over the middle. Incomplete to Jordan McKenzie. And they're going to give the Aztecs a chance here to try and get something out of this game.
Ooh, dangerous position to be in right now.
From 4th and 7. Looks most likely they're going to punt, try and put the Aztecs right the way back down the field and then trust the defenders to do what they've done throughout this game and stop the Aztecs offense.
They'll have 2 minutes, so just under 2 minutes to stop that offense.
Coach Al Tate takes the ball, punts up. It's a great punt, a lovely spiral. Let's see if it can be down over the head of Paris Parchment. It's all right, it's going to be deep, it's going to be deep, and it's stopped eventually by Jamie Gallagher. And the Aztecs are going to have to start all the way back inside their own 20.
What's going on? The refs seem to be talking about something.
Tim Ockenden says no to whatever Jamie Gallagher is asking for. So now 1 minute 45 remaining. It's the 2-minute drill for the Bristol Aztecs. You're sure that they've practiced this in training. They got to get that ball down the field. I think they've used one of their timeouts already in this half. So they'll have 2 timeouts to be able to stop the clock. And other than that, they've just got to get out of bounds and get that ball down the field as quickly as they can. Olympians defense will be looking to get off the ball here, try and stop the quarterback finding time.
Oh,
it's a terrific sack from number 93, Marco Mukendi, making plays when it matters.
One of the premier defensive ends in a premiership, right there. Making a play when it counts, when it's needed.
Timeout.
You watch him here at the bottom of your screen.
Bristol.
Fires off the ball, swats the offensive tackle out of the way,
Rips through.
and jumps straight on top of the quarterback who's got no chance. Terrific
Nice
play
blend
by
of
Marco
speed.
Mukendi.
Nice blend of speed and technique.
Absolutely. It's nice to see, right, Remy?
Very nice to see.
Good to watch a good defensive contest.
Some people say it's boring, but hey.
If you're bored, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it exciting. A moment of defensive brilliance there. And now Bristol have to take a timeout, otherwise the clock would have just run down because of the sack.
Well, what is it now, 2nd down?
So it will be 2nd and long for the Aztecs, 2nd and very long, 2nd and 16 it looks like. And the Olympians are even here now. If they get another decent play like that, they could very well even get more defensive scores here with the defensive
safety. Could get
safety.
a safety, right?
Yeah. Quarterback is standing in his own end zone.
There we go.
Or very near it. You would think they might be most likely just to hand this off to the running back here and see if he can get a couple of yards. But no, they do try and look for the pass. They get the ball out wide.
Makes the catch.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, and then the tackle by, I believe that's Tendai DeBengo. No, that's Liam Brown again.
A minute left. This looks like it could
Now
be the game.
tempo offense, 3rd and 10. Ball goes out. Good tackle there by number 24. George Moore Arthur, making sure the Aztecs do not get that ball up to the 1st down yard line. It's going to be 4th and 5 here. And this is the game right here. The London Olympians can get a stop here. The game is over. Nathan Webb drops back, looking for the pass. It is complete and out of bounds by Sean Cook. Stops the clock, but there is a flag on the play.
I wonder who the flag's on.
Let's have a look and see what this is. It looks like it might be against the Olympians, which could compound this play for a late hit, potentially out of bounds. So that's going to add.
After the play was over, that ball foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 7 laid it out of bounds. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. 1st down.
15 yards onto the end of that play and a 1st down against Tendai DeBengo for a late hit. If you watch after the ball is caught here and he gets out of bounds.
It doesn't really look like a late hit. It just looks like he dragged him down, but
that was the previous play.
All right. Oh, okay.
Aztecs incomplete pass here.
55 seconds left on the clock. Aztecs for the ball. 1st and 10.
2nd and 10 now. That was 1st 10 was incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Both teams under pressure here to try and finish this game the way that they want to. Good reception by the young receiver, but he's brought down. Another flag on the play. Looks like they're going to call the Olympians for a face mask penalty.
Wow, these refs.
This discipline at the end of this match.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 3. It's
could really cause problems here for the London Olympians.
1st down.
That's going to move them another 15 yards up the field and another 1st down.
It's 30 yards and penalties in literally like 1 minute. Jesus.
During the 2-minute drill, the Bristol Aztecs could not ask for anything better. We really need the defense to get in focus here. Incomplete pass. Nothing there for the Aztecs. Another flag. Not sure what this one's for.
Really? Another flag? For what?
Let's listen to Victor Yanvari, see what he has to say.
Holding on the defense, number 24. It's a 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Defensive holding. It's another penalty against the Olympians.
That 30 yards, 45 yards. Is that 15-yard penalty?
I think that's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to be 40 yards worth of penalties in the last 3 plays. Aztecs march up the field and are now into red zone territory here at the end of this match and with an opportunity to win the game. Reception out on the left-hand side for a gain of 5 yards before he's brought down. Doesn't look like there's a flag on this play. Tempo offense as the clock is still ticking. Aztecs trying to get that ball back to the line of scrimmage. Get the ball moving. They snap the ball again. Quarterback's looking for someone. Incomplete. 3rd down and 5 now for the Aztecs. The ball will stop.
Left in the game. Oh, 24 seconds.
The clock will stop with 24 seconds left. Wow.
23 seconds left on the clock.
Excitement here at Blackheath Rugby Club, looking
It's all on the line here
at the
right
end
now.
of this game. The Aztecs looking to score anything now to be able to win this match, and the Olympians trying to stop them at all costs. That was the reception there. They're actually going to go for the field goal here
For the
to
first
win the
time
match.
the whole game.
The kicker on the pitch for the first time. 3rd and 5, 24 seconds left. The ball is up.
It's good.
The ball is good. And the Bristol Aztecs are in the lead. For the first time in the match with 24 seconds on the clock. Olympians are stunned
about
here.
the hammer and the nail. The whole game, the Olympians could have taken this game out of reach, but they kept the Bristol Aztecs just within range, and
Bristol have done a great job taking that opportunity here at the end of this match.
Exactly.
The kick was good. After
All's fair in love
the
and
kick
war.
was over, taunting by the Bristol sideline, which is a 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct, it will be assessed on the kickoff. We have 20 seconds left from the game. 20 seconds left from
Sounds
the
like
game.
there is an unsportsmanlike conduct being called against the Bristol Aztecs at the end of this half, at the end of this drive. So that will mean a 15-yard further back kickoff. And we'll have to see what happens here if the London Olympians can do something incredible. We know that they have dangerous receivers. Let's see if they can take this kickoff and run it all the way back for the win. And let's see if the Aztecs give them that opportunity. 20 seconds left remaining here at the end of this match. Here we go then. The last moments of this game. The ball is booted way down the field. Snatched out of the air by Luke Hegney. What a catch. Can he find the space? He gets himself out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. There's a couple of flags on the play here. And it looks like they might call against the Olympians again, potentially for a block in the back.
During the play, holding on the return team number 3. It is 10 yards from the end of the run, first down.
So that is holding against the London Olympians, puts them 10 yards further back, and they have 16 seconds in order to conjure something in a match where they've been able to create very little on offense.
I mean, you've got to give props to the Bristol side as well. Those guys have really worked hard just to stay in this game, the whole game, and that's what happens when you've got to up on the team.
Dami Agbabiaka runs out to his left. Can he find space? He passes the ball deep. Luke Hegney!
Oh my God!
He's going to run it all the way into the end!
Oh no!
He's brought down just shy. There must be seconds remaining, but he got out of bounds. They're saying that he managed to get over the line. Did he manage to stretch, reach out, and get a touchdown? I think that's the end of the game. They're saying that he was brought down without getting out of bounds, and as a result, the clock kept ticking and has expired. Look at this. Dami manages to find time for himself. Puts the ball over all of the defenders. Luke Hegney.
That's crazy.
Wide open
That's
in space.
crazy.
The safety coming across. Manages to get across to him.
Oh, cameraman. Great play by
Doesn't
Dami.
quite manage to get into the end zone by the looks of it.
Great reception.
We have a look at this. Terrific tackle. There's a knee down out of bounds.
So he was out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
On the camera, he is out of bounds.
But the game is over here.
How? He's out of bounds.
Like, there is no way he's not out of bounds at the end of this play. If you have a look at this, his right knee is the first thing to hit the ground, right there.
Yeah.
Over the line, out of bounds. It should be Olympians' ball on the 1 yard line with one chance to punch the ball in, but they're not going to get that chance.
But they've got to. Come on.
The refs are having a discussion about something, but I believe this game is over.
Man.
I believe this discussion is not about anything in particular that we can continue with.
Well, it looks like the refs have called it.
As far as I can see, this game is over. Referee Victor Yanvari, the umpire Tim Ockenden, and the linesmen James Kilban, Anton Jarbol, and the back judge James Ford Bannister. Thank you very much to them for the match today. But really unfortunate call for the Olympians there at the end.
Indeed. I mean, there's a lot to be debated, but at the same time, you could say that the Olympians could have really put this game away the whole 4 quarters. And that's what happens in football, but it's very unfortunate to see that quarter end not go in their favour.
In the end, it's heartbreak for the Olympians here at home in the last home game of the season as Bristol do the double over the Olympians and make it really tight for that 3rd spot at the end of the season now.
Indeed.
With the Olympians having the Warriors away and the London Blitz away as their only 2 matches remaining. It's going to be really difficult for them to get something. Good job to the Bristol Aztecs today. It is full time. London Olympians 10, Bristol Aztecs 11. My name's Will Gosnold. This has been Remy Daniels with Cheers Mate Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in, wherever you are, and we'll see you again soon.